All right, we're back. Hi, everyone. All right, I'm back. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Okay, got you right now. Please like the stream. I'll be right with you. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see. It's coming towards Ashley. It's coming towards Ashley. All right, you have a twin flame. You're evolving. A fire sign. You have a secret admirer. A boost in your confidence. Why is this so... A water sign. Spiritual healing. New beginnings. Shadow work. Going out and having fun times. True love. And a family member reaching out. So that is what I have for you, love. Thank you. You're welcome. Black Widow, let me know if you're here. Hey, love. Okay, post your question and please like the stream. Let me grab my card. All right, love, you can post your question. Come on. I gotta set the into my Cyber Accelerator class, but that doesn't start until August. I'm going to finish my tech sales program while waiting on Cyber class. Okay. All right, I'm transitioning into tech sales first. How will the tech sales program benefit me in my transition out of my current job? Let's see. My day is going great. How is yours? Let's see. How will the tech sales program benefit her in transition out of her current job? What is ADF? So how is that? How does that work? Black Widow, the alternate day fasting. All right, so I feel like, all right, so it's going to, how it will benefit you in transitioning out of your current job. Um, First of all, I feel like you're going to, with the page of cups for me, this is one of my, well, the pages are all curious, but this one is more curious about being in alignment, right? And that's what I feel like I'm getting from your reading, being more in alignment with yourself, The Queen of Swords, she's very intelligent. She's very like non-judgmental. She's very independent. She has clear boundaries. She communicates clearly. She's very clear-minded, right? And she has a very clear perspective on things. So I feel like it's gonna, how I would say, like, it's gonna bring you so much wisdom that you're going to like, if you've been second guessing a transition from your current job or career, then this is going to make you feel 100% certain. Um, I'm fasting in a 36-hour window. Oh snaps. That's crazy. I mean, that's awesome that you're doing it. That takes a lot of willpower and faith and, yeah, consistency, discipline. Yeah, I'm seeing you being more confident is what I'm getting. Like you feeling, like I said, that to me the Page of Cups is he's a dreamer. So to like, if I was using the Starseed um or Lightseer's deck, it has like, to me, this card, that card in that deck reminds me of like if pigs could fly, right? So we know pigs can't fly, but it's like you're expecting the, like, how can I say it, like, all right, so pigs can't fly, right? So if we saw pigs flying, it was, that's something that's like out of this world. So that's what I feel like, it's gonna put you in a mindset where like anything is possible, right? So if you're usually like pessimistic, um you're gonna be more optimistic, but like to really high end levels. To me, the strength card right here is all about like courage, listen, like inner strength, and about being, again, confident. So I'm getting a lot of confidence energy here, because you're going to feel like you're more in alignment with that. So I feel like the program is actually going to help you feel more in alignment with that. It may make you feel like, you know what, like this is something I can do for a while, or this is something that I feel like I can definitely do. It's bringing you like a lot of positive news. So I do feel like how it's helping you transition from your current job is getting good news, because you're feeling, again, I feel like, to me, I've seen people get jobs that they didn't have qualifications for, right? But I feel like they went into that interview and they killed it. Their confidence, they did something that made them stand out. So that's what I feel like is gonna happen here. So like, even if, let's just say, you don't feel like you're qualified enough for something, you're still gonna feel so confident within yourself, and like you're just yourself and your skill set, that you're going to go in there with a positive mindset. To me, the Knight of Pentacles is about consistency, hard work, but it's about productivity. So making you feel more, and I feel like too, like being more efficient. So I feel like it's gonna, I more than anything, what I'm getting from this is like your confidence and you feeling in alignment with this. Like this is something you can do without needing too much background on it. A lot of wisdom is going to come from it, and again, you just feeling like very, to me, like very clear minded. um I feel like it may take a little time to fully transition, but I always tell everyone time is not real. You decide what the timing of your desires are. So if you feel like things are going to happen instantly for you, then that's how they're going to happen. The Emperor is here. So to me, the Emperor is like a boss. So this could land you in a leadership position, outside of where you're current, what you're doing currently. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I feel like you're going to be feeling a little bit more in control too of your career. Not feeling stuck. Feeling like you can actually transition out of there. Yeah, like if you have been feeling stuck in the past, because that's what the devil to me is. Like when you're feeling tied down to something, like I said, even if you see a job that maybe is asking for all these qualifications, I feel like you're gonna feel so confident with yourself and what you know, like your knowledge, that you're not gonna keep yourself stuck. Let me just clarify the devil. Yeah, like the Ten of Cups. So emotional fulfillment and happiness. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like you're gonna find your divine path, if that makes sense. You've been feeling stuck at your job. Yeah, that's the worst feeling, man. The worst feeling. You feel the weightlifting. Yeah. That's I was telling my members, like I was saying how like I feel like I was in anxiety for the past few months just off of like a situation that happened. And now that I don't, because I've been like really working on my, my mindset around this situation, and like, like letting go of the old story and like creating a new one and being more focused in the new one, that it feels weird as hell. So like even today, like I'm like, I caught my old self. She been trying to show up. That's when anxiety, and I'm like, girl, bye. Like we not doing this. So it's a transition. Wait, what's the story? Tell me. It's like it's like you have to always. I tell people this all the time. Like you're gonna have to choose the version you want to be every single time, because that other version will try to pop up, and let me tell you, that old version will pop up until you just keep dismissing her. Eventually she stops, the old version stops, but it takes a little bit of fighting fighting back. But overall, I feel amazing, and I think that we get programmed to always feel anxious or like be feeling like, oh my god, I have to work so hard, I have to do so much. And then it's like, no, like I remember when I like in the past when I've manifested, like honestly, like I've been so nonchalant about it. I feel like my truth is, and my experience is, that when I'm in that energy, everything flows easier, faster, because I'm not so hyper focused on like, I need this to happen. I got a tarot reading about getting Beyonce tickets. Hey Jess, how are you? Beyonce tickets at the last minute, and the reader said I will get them for 500 at least. Okay. I wanted to go. Not that I'm not a fan of Beyonce, but I'm not a fan where I love concerts, but I'm gonna go if I really want to. I thought I will be able to see Beyonce. My tickets are affordable. Mhm. I will see. Like 2 days later, my friend texted me a link to SeatGeek, and I got to girl. Yeah, that's how it be. That's why I say like I feel like I was. That's what I was trying to say. Like we're always manifesting. Regardless, we're always manifesting, and I don't feel like you have to work harder to get your manifestations. To me, I just don't. I don't. You know what my thing is, and I literally was telling my sister this. We were talking while I was like doing running errands, and I said I like to work smarter, not harder. So I don't want to spend my whole day. But you said you're tired, John. You were right about how. Yeah, that's you could shift, and that's the thing. So I would say like always like I think lately I've been I've been like, I don't know, like just like I said, the old self is coming up and just weird, right? But I've been feeling so at ease that it's like, to me, I remember, before, like if there's a huge desire, something I want, then I'll do my routine for it. But I still live my best life. Like I'm not sitting here and like hyper focus on that desire, right? But when things happen that trigger you, you tend to do that. But this is a thing, it's like you're doing it from a place of lack. And so yeah, I'm like, I like to live my best life. I like to go out, I like to do stuff, I like to watch my little shows when I want to. I like to, cook. I like to listen to music when I want to. Like I don't want to feel like I have to be doing anything all fucking day. Like I don't. And we're always thinking anyway, so I just been like, when that old little self been creeping up, and be like, all right, thank you, bye. Thank you, bye. But yeah, you could. That's why I said like try your power with little shit. You'll notice, like, especially when now that people are conscious on my channel, because it's our thoughts, right? So I feel like when you think of something, if it happens, that's a manifestation. It's not a coincidence. So I would definitely say it's not a coincidence. Black Widow. Let's see. I'm going to manifest a better job. Yeah, do that. And just like I said, don't like I said, some stuff takes a little while because we have some resistance, or like little fears, or like little doubts, and everything. Everybody, like, that's why manifestation's not one size fits all, because everybody has a different story. So I always feel like when a lot of like um coaches have said you don't need self-concept, but some people fucking do. So when you're teaching you don't need self-concept, people are literally not working on their deep core beliefs. That's your self-concept. They're not working on their identity. Like, if you, so let's just say you're manifesting, right, a job, right? So you want to manifest a job, but in your mind, like, your core belief is that I never get what I want, right? I never get what I want. Then it's not to say that you won't get it, because you will, but it does kind of go. So these are your core beliefs. This is your end goal. Your core beliefs are here, right? This is your end goal. And here you go. When you're focusing on this, sometimes you kind of got to go back to, right? Like, I could say, like, what analogy I could use that I like is a bow and arrow, right? In order for the arrow to go out, you have to pull back, right? So to me, I feel like when you're skipping self concept, right, it's not to say that you won't get it, but I do feel like it takes longer, and I don't care. That's my perspective. And that's because I know what I've done where I skip self concept, mostly because you get scared, right, to address those things, because people are like, you don't need to heal. It's not healing, it's literally addressing things that could be like, I don't believe in blockages, but things that could be causing resistance, right? There is a such thing as resistance. So I would say work on those while you're working on this, on your end goal. So these are your core beliefs, your identity, and then here goes your end goal. Like, while you work on them together, like, you don't have to work on one first and then when you feel good start working on your end. No, you work on it together. Yeah, Natty, donations are open. Yeah, your self-concept is, just think about it, your self-concept is your identity, right? So like me, I my affirmation is, I'm a goddess, so everyone loves to please me. I think it is. I have two that are like that, right? So I don't really be having to do shit sometimes. Like today, that was part of my self concept, right? Like, I literally was like, I gonna need to borrow one of their cars. I don't feel like asking. And I was like, whatever. I took a shower, I did my hair, and then my mom let me borrow her car without no, like, she was just like, here, like. And sometimes I'd be like, yo, people are reading my mind, but no, that's your manifestation. Like, it's your thoughts, right? And they receive it in a different way. So I would say, like, do that. Like, ask yourself, what do I believe about myself, and what do I believe about, certain, like, whatever, like, job, right? Because, like, some people may have like an amazing self-concept when it comes to love, right? Like, they've always been chosen, so they've always had a good relationships going, right? So they don't need love self concept, but maybe they have had shitty self concept when it comes to money. So I always say, like, work on both, never work on one or the other alone. You can, like I said, you'll still get what you're wanting. I just feel like, to me, and from my own perspective, I went a few months without working on self concept when I first learned about law of assumption, because I was listening to so many coaches like, you don't need self concept, you don't need. So I was like, fuck it. But I didn't realize that self concept actually was helping me, because once I did, um, things just started to really, like, I not only that, but you feel so good about yourself that you really don't give a fuck. Like, you feel so good and so in your power that your desire doesn't feel unreachable. And that's what I think when it comes to self-concept sometimes, like, when somebody is not working on themselves, right? So that's literally your identity, that's your confidence, right? Their desire feels so far from them. And that's, it's not supposed to feel that way. I just recently had to change a lot of my affirmations in general, like my self-concept, because I no longer resonated with the old self-concept stuff. So you are growing. I mean, you're supposed to be growing, you're supposed to be evolving regardless of what we're learning. If you're still stuck in the same place, to me, I feel like you got to question that. Like, to me, I don't want to be stuck nowhere. I don't want to, Natty, you could post your question. I don't want to be stuck in the same place that I was a year ago. Like, that's how I look at my year. Like, what did I do the first half of the year? Okay, the second half is going to be, I'm going to focus on this stuff. I don't want to, like, I just don't. That's just me. Um, yeah, I still work on my core stuff and my self concept. I'm never going to stop self concept. I do my core stuff and I do my self concept. And I don't feel like I have to sit there, like, for a long time doing them. I feel like when I do a 10 or 15-minute session of each in the morning, that's enough. Then in the middle of the day and, like, throughout the day, I'll just have them playing in my ear. All right, I'm gonna give you a time frame, Natty, but just for future references, I don't answer questions that other readers said. Um, so I'm gonna give you your time frame, but just for the next time, I don't go off of anything that another reader said because I didn't say it. So I'll give you a time frame, but I don't recall ever telling you that. So I just want to say that that is my disclosure. That's my disclaimer, actually, because I don't want to. If I didn't say it, I don't read off. I don't read it. I don't read off of it if I didn't say it. All right, let's say. Let's see, God. I was gonna say God because I was, like, over here, like, talking to God in my head. But let's see. So readers have told her. So she's been told by readers that she'll meet a good new romantic option that would be genuinely interested in her, possibly a water sign. When will she be meeting this new guy? When will she be meeting this guy? All right, you have April. Give me one more. In the fall. So I would say between the fall of this year and spring of next year. Um, Spring starts at the end of March and then going into April. So I would definitely say between now and April of next year. So I know that's a wide response, but I mean, time is fluid. Time doesn't really, as fast as time is going nowadays. I mean, it feels like it was just January. So that is what I have for you, love. Yeah, I never stopped doing my self concept. Just I don't. Because my self concept has certain things like that the my core beliefs doesn't. Yeah, I have a lot of my core ones too. But yeah, I don't, cause my core beliefs are, com- yeah, I would say they're different from my self concept. Cause my self concept is like, yeah, they're different. They're completely different. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like for me, cause I probably have, where is my stuff? Wait, I have a. Let me see. Let me see. I did. So for my power, I have one, two, three, four, five, six, but they're like really short. Then, no, that's, yeah, that's not power. My core beliefs, I have one, two, three, four. No, that, yeah, 14 because I added a new one. Well, really, I really is 13, but one of them I just say like what, whenever I feel like it, and then I have one, two, three, 15 for my self concept, and then I have my physical health that has three, my money and business that has one, two, three, four, and then I have three more. But to me, it's like for me, I guess because I feel like it's more than just saying affirmations. You have to like embody, like start embodying that person that you're saying you are. It doesn't matter. That's why I'm like, I don't care if I only get 10 minutes in the morning to do all of my affirmations as long as I'm embodying that person. Because to be honest, last year I wasn't really affirming like that. I would just do the morning, the evening, and then sometimes like 1, 2 o'clock because I used to be up late. Like I would fall asleep with my affirmations, but I didn't really. But I also wasn't thinking against certain things because everything was going the way I wanted to in life in general. So I feel like to me, it's not really the amount of affirmations you say, or it's just as long as I feel like it's a little bit of both because there's people that have done millions of affirmations. I'm exaggerating probably with millions, but thousands of affirmations even in a day and nothing changes because they stay in the old story. So like, yeah. So to me, as long as I feel like once I did my affirmations, I'm feeling good and confident that then I'll just keep it that way. And then I have like a little shit that I say throughout the day when I don't want to keep affirming the same shit because it gets boring. So I feel like the whole keep affirming thing it comes from that. Like, because no matter what, as long as you keep affirming, eventually it's going to, as long as you're not thinking against it. But I feel like eventually it's going to show you proof. But why work so hard? I just don't want to work hard. I don't care to work hard. I have a life out. I want to have a life outside of even my relationship. That's why I feel like I changed my whole like perspective on it has changed so drastically, like that I feel so calm. And I'm like, I've been doing biofeedback now. It's the 4th week. That's how I am supposed to feel, more calm. Like I'm supposed to feel like calm when I'm doing stuff. I don't want to be feeling like, oh my god, I didn't affirm. Let me go affirm. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like, because that to me, you're just saying you're not doing enough, and that's just kind of saying the same thing as like, I'm not doing enough, so this is why I don't have it. So you're still kind of repeating in the back of your mind. You're still repeating a story, even if it's not necessarily um that story, but we're repeating little stories to ourselves um that could be contradicting. Like me, when I told y'all, I'm like, I've been saying like, I'm so scared of closeness. How can I say I'm scared of closeness if I want a relationship, or if I want partnership, like even in business, right? I can't claim to want partnerships in anything if I'm saying I'm afraid of closeness, you know. So I feel like once those little stories, you kind of just defeat them. um and my mindset has changed a lot, because I feel like I was saying a lot of little shit to myself that I was like, what the fuck why was I even saying that? You don't even realize it until you're like on the outside looking in. Why isn't this? Oh, because I had the wrong ear. Okay, now post your question. Yeah, exactly. I hate that feeling. I like to have fun with affirming. Like the other day, like I said, when I was watching the fight, um, I was like affirming in my head, and I was like affirming to the like atmosphere. Like that's how I like to be. I don't want to feel like, oh my god, I didn't affirm like in the last hour. Like, no. I wasn't thinking that way before. Like, yeah, we're consciously awake, but you don't gotta watch every single freaking thought. Because sometimes I think that creates anxiety too. All right, so let me see. All right, let's see. Will Nat come up with a new side business idea on her own or with someone, whichever this year? Well, it's a yes or no, so I may not be able. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to tell you which one it's gonna be. Um, so let's see. The Eight of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you will, and I definitely feel like it will be with. So it depends on what you're wanting, to be honest, because the King of Wands is very like, he's a visionary on his own. Like he makes things happen on his own. Like he takes action on his own. Like when he has his vision, it's like I could feel like I could put you like me. Like when I have a vision, I don't include people in it. Like I just do my own thing, because I know exactly what I want done, right? Because when you include other people in it, then you have to include their ideas, and sometimes it could take you off your path, right? So I feel like you're gonna have the option to do it either by yourself or with a group of people. But like I said, you're showing up as the King of Wands, so most likely you'll probably be doing it on your own. Yeah, see me, I don't care about help. I don't care about help. When I have a vision, I know I trust myself enough to make it happen. But I know everybody is different. So yeah, if you're okay with that, then I feel like, yeah, you're gonna have the option. But like I said, you're showing up as the King of Wands. Usually the King of Wands is very like, I'm gonna handle business. Like, it's not that I don't get ID. Like, it's not that I don't talk to other people or whatever. But even like with my lip glosses, I didn't tell nobody until they came out. The only person that knew was my guy best friend, and he has a whole wife. So it's not like he was giving me any input. He gave me business input, but that was it. I didn't tell anybody else, because sometimes when you let people get into your, like, your literally your business, they start to put their doubts on you. And whether you want to believe it or not, sometimes, you know, that kind of stuff sits in your mind, and you start to doubt yourself. So people be knowing that I'm doing something once it's already being done. Is what I would say. And I feel like that's how the King of Wands is, right? Like, secure with his vision. So he's just like, I'm a handle it, and I'm gonna get it done. What is your work shifts, for real? You can post your question, Jeff. I was wondering if the idea would happen, because I understand. Yeah, that's what I said. It will, because I got all yes cards. So yeah, it will. Oh my god, that's a lot. I didn't even know it was Pride. All right, let's see. How did that girl feel about working near Jess? Give me something new to watch. All right, let's see. I'm supposed to get mine at the end. I can always get mine at the end of the month. Damn, we still got this week, next week, and the following week of July. So this was a 5-week, basically a 5-week month. You guys are showing up as a pair. um Kind of on the same page. So to me it feels, especially with that Two of Cups, like however you are feeling about her, she's feeling about you. Kind of just like, it feels like almost like a reflection, like we're mirroring each other. um I feel like this person could be feeling also exhausted, like how you've been saying, like the shifts are like, putting you to sleep or whatever. That's how I feel like she's feeling, is like, as well. um the Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups? The World. The Hierophant. I feel like if she was uncomfortable in the past, if there was, um, I feel like if there was like anything in the past where she felt uncomfortable, it's changed, because the Judgment is there, so is the Wheel of Fortune here, and the Hierophant. So I feel like, yeah, it feels like a mirror, but I feel like it's almost like if in the past she had any, I don't feel like she had any issues, to be honest. To me, it just feels like, you see how we're not paying attention. Like the King and the Queen of Wands are literally not even paying attention to each other. That's what I get from this. Like she's not really paying attention to you or like what's going on. She's just doing her job, feeling exhausted. So it's like, if you're not paying, if you have your back turned to her, that's exactly how she's feeling. Um, to me it just feels, yeah, like I feel like if in the past like there was like watching and stuff like that, like she doesn't care to do it anymore. She's showing up as this Hierophant, like her energy showing up as the Hierophant, and the Hierophant to me is like a higher self, um someone with wisdom. So like, yeah, I just feel like to me she's not really paying attention, if that makes sense. Like we're not paying attention to each other. We're just here to work, and like I'm just here to get my job done. That's how I feel like she's coming in. She could also be going through some stuff or like just feeling exhausted, so she's not really paying attention to this kind of stuff. um yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's what I get. Oh god, I've been up since like 6:30. I'm so tired. Hi, Night. Yeah, donations are open, guys. Hi, Sarah. I got you right now. Sarah. How are you? You're welcome, Jess. Wait, are you at work? Oh my god, I can't stop yawning. Shit, I feel like when I do readings at night and I just can't stop yawning, or when I've been sitting here for like hours. Alright, so let's see. What are Braulio's true feelings for me? Alright, let's see. What are Braulio's? Sarah, yeah, people have told me, but thank you. Everybody tells me that. I'm actually working on some like audios for like affirmation audios. But yeah, everybody has told me that. I mean, not everybody. Yeah, a lot of people have told me that. Oh, you're working. You're still working. What are Braulio's true feelings for Sarah? What are Braulio's true feelings for Sarah? What are Braulio's true feelings for Sarah? Okay, that's a lot. The Three of Wands. Are you guys not communicating? I feel like, I don't, did you cut him off? I don't know why I'm getting like he's needing clarity. He's waiting for some clarity. Um, show me here. Or has communication died down? Yeah, see, like I'm getting someone here who is still paying attention to you. So, wait. Uh, he's as much he's been busy with school. That's funny, Jess. No, when I do the audios, I'm pretty like calm. Okay, so that makes sense. So maybe that's what he's like. Because to me, the Three of Wands is like when someone is kind of waiting for, like, to me, all right, so this is how I could put it to you, all right? You know, when you have a desire, right? A lot of people will say, I'm giving it to the universe and I'm gonna let the universe do what it does, right? Or I'm giving it to God and I'm gonna let him, take over, do what he does. And I feel like that's how it's coming in. To me, the Three of Wands feels like he's like almost like letting trusting divine timing is how I could put it where we're talking about like tarot, right? Giving it to divine, like, waiting for divine timing. So how he's viewing it is like, I want to be with this person because like you're showing up as the empress, so he does have you on a high pedestal. And I feel like he has gotten clear on things, or maybe he is in the midst of like, I need clarity, like show me something, right? He's waiting for like the universe or God to show him something. So he could be in prayer, he could be just literally like just asking for clarity, like I need clarity, right? And not necessarily about how he feels about you, but what he has to do, what he can do for this connection, right, to grow. And I feel like he is planting these seeds and just letting it happen, right? So again, it's like one of those people that just kind of like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to, it'll happen. If it doesn't happen, it's because it wasn't meant to be. So maybe that is like his type of mentality in general, not just personally towards you, but how he's viewing you. You are showing up as the Empress. So show me more. What are your true feelings? All right, we got the Tower and the Ace of Wands. Show me the Tower. Why is the Tower here? The Six of Wands. I feel like, so I'm getting there was a sudden change in the connection. Not feelings, but the connection, right? And I feel like he's trying to, I don't know if like he felt to like address some things from his past or like his patterns, because I do feel like he could be going through some type of like emotional transformation, emotional change, where he's like feeling a little like, would I get better? Everything I'm sick, I need to adjust. Lexus, I don't answer those kind of questions, and I'm also not doing free questions, but I hope and pray that you feel better. You'll feel better when you start telling yourself that you feel better. If your mindset is everything. So, I mean, if you're in a pessimistic energy, I would try to switch that, because life is gonna prove to you exactly what you're affirming. So, if you're saying that you're sick all the time and you feel like ending things and you're in this down right energy, right? Talking negative, life is gonna prove it to you. So I would just switch that. But yeah, I'm not doing free questions and I don't answer that kind of stuff. So yeah, Sarah, like I feel like he's going through some type of emotional transformation where it could be a little chaotic for him. And this is why I feel like he's like right now, he's like, I'm gonna let, God take the wheel. I'm gonna let the universe take the wheel. Like I'm gonna let, however he thinks and feels, like my higher self take the wheel. And then if we're meant to be, then we will, right? We'll reconnect. Because I do see him feeling inspired. I feel like he's gonna come out of that and he's gonna feel inspired to come towards you. So I feel like he's just going through something internally that he's not really saying. He's kind of just dealing with it on his own. But as soon as he gets clear on that, he's gonna come towards you. Like I said, I don't feel like it's his feelings towards you, because he does have you on a pedestal. Let me see, anything else? Yeah, he will take action towards you. Anything else? Yeah, like the sun is in your outcome, and the page, like the page of cups and the page of wands. So you could be getting a message from him that feels very like loving, like a very emotionally open message from him. The sun is about happiness, it's about celebrations, positivity. So I do feel like he's going to feel inspired to reach out and like make something happen here. The page of wands for me feels like freedom, so like freeing himself from like the emotional turmoil that he's been like going through. So that's what I have for you, Sarah. And like the feelings are here because he's showing up as the King of Cups. I just think that he's trying to figure himself out. And thank you, Sarah. Make sure you guys like the stream when you come in. Thank you. I wish he'd open up more, but I get it. I'm kind of the same. Yeah, I think sometimes people are just, you know what, a lot of times what I've learned, like with me, and I can speak for myself, a lot of times when it comes to like opening up about things, even like issues, even if it's just small little issues, it's not necessarily like that I don't want to tell the person, it's more so I don't want to burden the person. And you know that when you're in a relationship, you want to tell your person some stuff, but I also feel like when the foundation is still fairly new, I like to be a little bit more mindful because you know people, you know, unless I feel safe with you, then I don't want to pour my problems onto you, right? And if it's, even if I do feel safe early on, I just gotta see who you are, like your character, and like, you know, making sure you're not gonna like judge me because you know we do care about that stuff. So yeah, because I don't really like people to burden me with their stuff too early on. Because if we doing this now, some people don't care. Listen, I've met people that don't. I met guys that don't fucking they don't care, and they don't care if they burden you because at the end of the day, it is what it is to them, right? And that's, yeah, that's what I don't want. All right, so Nye, are you here? Damn, I'm starting to get hot. All right, so I'm gonna start with Nine since I have your questions. Oh wait, I don't have your question. All right, now what's your question for your in depth? So you want to just do like you want to do an energy check on how he's feeling towards you, or the energy, like, yeah, I would say how he's feeling towards you in the connection. Let's do an energy check on the connection, spirit. Oh wait, I gotta put this phone to charge before it dies while I'm talking. Okay, gotcha. The Nine of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. One more. I feel, wait, is this the one that, wait, are you guys long distance? I'm just asking because that's what I'm getting with this Five of Pentacles. Like we're both missing each other. Like we're like there's a sense of missing one another. So with the Nine of Pentacles, the Sun, and the the Four of Swords, I feel like he feels very confident in the connection. I feel like he likes that, like, even though you guys are together, you are still most likely like independent. So it's like he doesn't feel like you're needy or like you're up his butt all day. Like, so let's just say you are texting all day and talking all day. He doesn't see it as a bother. If anything, like he feels good about it. Like he's feeling very positive. He's definitely looking at the future right now. Like he's looking towards the future. Like what's next for us? Like how do things look in the you know, a few years from now. And for me, the Sun and the Four Swords being here, to me, it does feel like a lot of future thinking, but like Spirit is saying all is well, like all is good. I feel like he feels very relaxed with you, very calm. I don't know if he would do a long distance relationship with anyone else. I don't feel like he would. I feel like maybe you wouldn't either. But there's a space of trust here that's happening. Show me more. The Hangman. Oh, okay. The Eight of Cups. I feel like I was saying, like I feel like he wouldn't necessarily do this with anyone else. Like you have opened up his perspective to new ways of like maybe like doing a relationship, right? Like maybe he's felt in the past like, no, I can't do no long distance. I want, you know, close distance type of relationship. I don't want to do a long distance one. And for me, I feel like there's a lot of change in perspective here. Maybe he was selfish in the past because Six of Pentacles for me feels like a card of like sharing, equal give and take. You know, you fill my cup, I'm gonna fill your cup. Um, like breaking bread is how I could say it. And I feel like he's very serious about you because I with this King of Swords being here, to me, I feel like even if he is a bit head over heart, someone that's not very emotionally open, he's mentally clear and he knows like that this is what he wants, right? This is a very honest king. He's very truthful, very honest and open. And I feel like with the Eight of Cups here is like he's letting go of his past ways. So I feel like, again, I don't know if this is someone, and this is what I can say, like, because it's not showing up here, but what I can say, what it feels like intuitively, that maybe in the past he's had trust issues. So even doing a long distance relationship would have been like, even doing a close distance relationship would have been like, heck no. So I feel like he is making changes because of who you are. He's letting go of past disappointments. He's letting go of like past burdens. Even though I do feel like with the Seven of Swords, he may still look over his shoulder, but I feel like he's trying his best to just not go back to who he was. Which could have been negative thinking, like not trusting. Yeah, look, the King of Cups with the High Priestess. To me, this is someone that's trusting, emotionally open. So he is showing up as emotionally open and trusting you. Hold on, my brother just texted me 1 second. Oh wait, that's the wrong person. Shit. Oh my God, why is this? All right. The Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, the Ace of Wands, and the Star. So he views you as with the Queen of Pentacles as someone that's very nurturing, very loving, very welcoming, very caring, very reliable. I feel like, again, like someone reliable is what he needs. Like he don't need you to be up his butt all day, but he just needs to feel like basically like he has. I'm gonna use this phrase because that's what Spirit is using. Um, hold on. Sorry. Yeah, so all right, I'm sorry. So I feel like you being showing up reliable for him, it make again, it's a sense of bringing him confidence, bringing him, making him feel good, making him feel more in his power, able to like really like be open with someone. So you're helping him be open with you. So you showing up the way that you do, you being very understanding. He's definitely in this energy of like, I am definitely open to this. Like I feel like he's 100% open to it. And the Ace of Wands with the Star here, to me, I feel like he's gonna start taking more action towards you. Like there's a sense of like desire to create something, to make something happen. He's looking at the potential of this connection, where it goes later down the road, right? The Star for me is wish fulfillment, is happiness, is sense of like hope, sense of faith. So I do feel like he's still like working some inner turmoil, out, or like things, like I said, from things from the past. But with you, he's feeling like very comfortable, and like he can sustain a relationship with you specifically. So that's what I have for the in-depth, which looks good. You said it's okay, nine space is good. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's like, hold on, we're like, don't get too comfortable. How do they view you? All right, let's see. How does he view her? We have pure-hearted, joyful, intelligent, desirable, generous, optimistic, love bug, magnetic, captivating, caring, best kisser, my main squeeze, kindred. You know, this is like the girl, like the, yeah, you're the girl version of him. And amazing. So that is what I have for you, Nine. I hope that was helpful. You're welcome. And thank you, Nine. You're welcome. Alright, guys, if anyone is donating, let me know before I head out. All right, guys. Bye.